Hi guys, here at Walt Disney World, and I'm going to explore the Art of Animation Resort today. So Art of Animation has 4 distinct, unique areas, and we're going to explore all of them today. So let's take a look around. So the first area we're going to explore is the Little Mermaid area. So all of these rooms are what I like to affectionately call ultra-themed rooms. These are over-the-top Disney-themed rooms. Inside of all of these rooms are just incredible theming, all Little Mermaid themed at this area. There's a Little Mermaid pool area. So if you have a kiddo who loves Little Mermaid, I would highly recommend booking Art of Animation in a Little Mermaid room. I'm here with my friend Sebastian at the Little Mermaid pool area at the Art of Animation Resort. And this area is just so beautifully themed. I love Little Mermaid. It was one of the first Disney videos that I ever saw in theaters. And to my left over here, we've got King Triton. And then over here to my right, we have Ursula. And both of those statues are about 4 stories tall, so they are massive. So your kids, I mean, imagine just as an adult walking around here, they're pretty grand, but as a kid walking around and seeing a 4-story statue of some of your favorite Disney characters, it's gotta be amazing and overwhelming for them. So again, I just highly recommend Art of Animation Resort if you've got kids who really like any of the films that we're gonna be discovering today. Up next is the Lion King area of Art of Animation Resort. So behind me, I've got Scar. And as we walk further down the path, we've got Scar's cronies. Bonus points in the comments if you can tell me their names. As we continue down the path into the Lion King area, we're going to recognize a familiar scene from our beloved movie. There's Timon and Pumbaa and Simba. And on our pathway, we can walk right underneath them. As we continue into Art of Animation, the sides of the buildings are painted with safari animals. So the theming just continues wherever you go. And of course, we have our king right here. Around the corner, we've got our favorite baboon, Rafiki, keeping watch over all the guests as they enter. The second pool at Art of Animation Resort is going to be in the Nemo area. And it sounds like they're having some fun over here. So let's go check it out. All right, so here we are at the big blue pool area in the Finding Nemo area of Art of Animation Resort. So over here we've got a kids splash pad area, and then right behind the towel return where those jellyfish are, this is a 0 entrance to the large pool. This is the biggest pool here at Art of Animation Resort. They've got some trivia going on, some fun stuff going on. I would say it's moderate crowds today. I do see some available chairs open, so even if you came here, it is now almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So probably the most crowded it's going to be today. Middle of the week. But still plenty of space and plenty of room for your families to come and enjoy and have fun. Nemo has got to be one of my favorite movies from Pixar. I love Nemo. I've loved it since it came out. I was about 17, 18 years old when it came out, and I have loved it even then. We've got Crush and Dory. Nemo and Marlin are hiding in the anemone over there. Sheldon is back there. And all of his friends from school. All kinds of fish on the sides of the buildings. And look, there's Squirt. So I'm a huge fan, I think I shared this before, of the Nemo movie, which makes me so excited that this main pool area is so Nemo themed. Because over there, they've got the ship that the fish make when they encounter Marlin. And then of course we have them also again, the little fish spelling out the drop-off. which also has a main part in the movie. This anemone area here. This has got some tunnels and slides for kiddos to jump and run and play on. And it's got that nice squishy, I don't know what that stuff is. Does anybody really know what that's called? But it's that stuff when you walk on it, it kind of gives a little bit and is really cushy in case a kiddo falls. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. If I show you these seagulls here in the Nemo area, I'm kind of betting that you can hear them without actually having to hear them. If you weren't thinking, mine, can you even call yourself a true Disney fan? So we are about to turn the corner here and head into what I think is one of the most immersively themed areas of any Disney resort. I love Art of Animation. I think they do this hyper theming across all of their different areas really well, but I think that the Cars themed area is the one that feels most like you're stepping right into the movie. The way that they have these themed is just incredible. So let's go take a look around. So we're starting off at Fillmore's Organic Fuel. There's Fillmore right there. It really feels like you've stepped into Radiator Springs here. This is the front entrance to one of the buildings full of rooms. And it looks like, unfortunately, Lightning McQueen is being refurbished, so he's not here. As we keep going down the walkway, we're gonna come across one of my favorite characters from the Cars franchise, Mr. Tow Mater. And he's popular, of course, because kids can relate to him. So there's usually kiddos climbing and crawling all over Mr. Tow Mater, which is fantastic. I love it. Over here we've got the Cozy Cone Motel. We've also got Luigi's Tire Shop and Luigi's Leaning Tower of Tires. And two more of our favorite characters from the film. We're gonna come back and get a better view of Mr. Tow Mater. Again, you just can't beat the theming in the Cars area. Everything is kind of life-size. Like, he's the size of a, regular car. Would feel like the size of a regular car to a kid. So everything here just feels like it's your size, and they're immersed right into Radiator Springs. We can't forget Sarge's Surplus Hut as part of Radiator Springs. We got the pool area here in Radiator Springs. Little half-tire shaped pool. And the traffic cones are cabanas that you can rent for a pool day. As we're getting ready to exit Radiator Springs, I think it's just so cool because even the walkway is themed like a road. And then the road ends and we are back into, I believe that's the Nemo area. Everything is just so themed and immersive here. It's incredible. So I'm getting ready to head into Animation Hall, which is the lobby area of the Art of Animation Resort. And I just saw a family walking in with their suitcases. They're obviously just checking in. And the boys, they had young boys with them, were so excited. That's gotta be one of my favorite parts of just exploring Disney, is getting to see it still through the kids and the families who are experiencing it for the first time. Okay, so we're in the lobby area of Art of Animation Resort. It is very similar to the Pop Century Resort. So we've got our check-in desk and service desk. Again, if you need anything, they're there to help with check-in and check-out. They're there to answer any questions that you have. We also have an arcade. So an arcade over here. We've also got the gift store. So all of your merchandise and snacks, things you might have forgotten, all here. But of course, themed, as if we are drawing and animating these films that we're about to go explore. Moving into Landscape of Flavors. This is going to be the quick service food area of the Art of Animation Resort. So there's your beverage stations if you have those resort refillable mugs, or if you purchase an individual a la carte drink with your meal. And typical to any value resort on Disney property, which this still does classify as a value resort, we've got some cold beverages and desserts, your cold salads, grill area, more prepared food over here. Looks like burgers and hot dogs over there. And then your checkout lanes. And it's important to remember on the checkout lines, even if there is one person standing there, you can use both sides of the checkout lane. Even if there's only one person and one register open, they encourage you to use both sides.